Marvel Rivals is busted, and I love it. It's hectic, imbalanced, way crazier than actual Overwatch, and yes, sometimes it can be rage-inducing. But it's also one of the most refreshing experiences I've had with a multiplayer game in ages. At a time when all of the actual esports sweaty games feel sort of stagnant, Marvel Rivals is a sorely needed breath of fresh air, even if it will occasionally put you on your ass.
You gotta kidnap, careful.
Not only, I just got relocated, brother. He just took me to a different time zone. Oh my god. What on earth is that?
Okay, so if you've yet to try Marvel Rivals, or you only sort of vaguely know what it is, the one-line gist is that it is a third-person Fortnite-feeling Overwatch clone. We made a video explicitly highlighting the differences and similarities between Marvel Rivals and Overwatch a little while back, which you can check out if you want an actual breakdown. Today, I just want to talk about Marvel Rivals specifically, how batshit insane it is, and why that's a good thing. But first things first, a bit of an anecdote, because I do think it'll help set the stage. Recently, it seems like a lot of folks, myself included, have gotten sort of burned out on all of the existing multiplayer experiences. I haven't touched Counter-Strike in like half a year. I still don't really like how CS2 feels. And I think just everything else I gravitate towards is just equally miserable. Sweating in games like Siege, Dota, Overwatch, even League has become monotonous and exhausting. And when you spend so much time sweating in those games, it can kind of be hard to go and play them casually, since being super serious about them is all you've ever known. And then the holidays happened and I said, F it, I am playing nothing except Path of Exile 2. And then, slowly but surely, like everyone I know, whether they be casual or super serious about games, started recommending that I give Marvel Rivals a try. And I was like, no, a Fortnite-feeling Marvel-themed Overwatch clone? That sounds awful. But literally so many people were playing it, and I don't just mean my friends, I mean everyone, that I had no choice but to just try the damn thing. And man, am I glad I did. Because Marvel Rivals is fun as f. Is it balanced? No. Is it optimized? Barely. But it is fun, which is not a word that we sweaty esports gamers tend to use very often. Right now, the thing that Marvel Rivals has going for it is that it is a complete and utter clusterfuck. The devs have clearly run with this idea that they should just overtune everything and let people run amok, see what sticks, and just sort it all out after the fact. It is a common occurrence that anyone in the server will just press R and like 3 to 4 people will die with little to no counterplay. Case in point, Jeff the Landshark. Yes, the best ultimate in Marvel Rivals doesn't belong to Iron Man or the Hulk, it belongs to Jeff the Landshark. It's a Tom Kench-esque ult where he eats up anyone standing in an AoE and then spits them out. What people quickly realized is that you could spit out enemies off the map.
All right, you get them all in on you?
Dude.
Wait, I grabbed it. Wait, it's actually such a big ult. Oh my god, watch this, it's gonna be huge.
I hope they all just have mobile abilities to get back up there.
I got 2!
The first time it happens to you, you're like, oh my god, that's hilarious. The 6th time, you're like, this stupid, adorable little fish.
I died.
But it isn't just Jeff. A lot of heroes in the game are sort of overtuned, especially when you factor in team-ups.
Oh my.
You're good, Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Now, that's not to say you can't be nasty or that there isn't skill expression. There is.
Magic.
Yeah, dead.
Keep going, brother.
Oh, what the f?
Healing, I'm healing, you're good. Just keep peeking.
Iggy's lit.
Son, if you press 2, your shotgun comes out. Yeah, nice.
Oh my god!
5-player KO streak, nice, not bad.
Keep
Not
going,
bad.
brother.
Timmy is
Keep going, keep
crazy.
going.
But that's actually part of what makes Marvel Rivals feel so great. basically every hero feels sort of over-kitted. Duelists, which is their equivalent of DPS, tend to have both long and short-range abilities as well as defensive maneuvers, so you're not entirely at the mercy of your tank and supports. In general, the attitude the devs seem to have is to just make everything as strong as possible and then just nerf as little as possible. And by that I mean they released the game a month ago and then for a month straight just made 0 balance changes. Literally, all they did were store updates, bug fixes, and they made observations. But the time for observation is over. With Season 1 on the horizon, the developer, NetEase, has already said that they plan to nerf Jeff's ultimate, as well as ranged duelists like Hela and Hawkeye, and buff specialists like Storm and Wolverine. But that's pretty much it. They're also adding 4 new heroes, the Fantastic Four, which means they're actually adding a lot more craziness than they're taking away. So far, the response to Marvel Rivals has been electric. But what's even more impressive is that they've managed to keep their player base, something big, new, exciting upstarts have been struggling with for years. For the first time in a long time, I'm not thinking about this new multiplayer title I'm playing and whether or not it can live or die as an esport. I'm just thinking about it as a fun, casual, exciting game that's just trying to figure out what it is and what it could be. And who knows, maybe it will develop an esports scene. Maybe it won't. But for right now, I'm just having fun with Marvel Rivals, which I don't just think is enough, I think it's necessary. Games and gamers have become way too fixated on whether every single thing they play can eventually have tournaments and orgs and contracts and become suitable pools for 17-year-old prodigies to go pro. Not every multiplayer game needs to be an esport, or a good esport. Sometimes it can just be a game. And let me tell you, Marvel Rivals is a video game. So enjoy it, because at the end of the day, that's what they're supposed to be for. The devs are already talking about things like metas. They are making balance tucks and like, I think that people will try to be competitive about it and make an esports scene about it, but I just think that like the devs are taking a great approach of just like letting it just be broken, which is not something devs do these days.